broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. I want to just start off by saying thank you to everyone for joining me today. We're going to be talking about a couple different fixed index annuities that have some increasing income options on them. So I appreciate you taking time out of your day. I know you guys are busy and not making money unless you're out in the field. So really do appreciate you taking some time to look at these products with us today. I am going to go through a few intro slides about IAMS, some of the programs for those of you who aren't with IAMS, some things that are available to you. Go through these pretty quickly. If you have questions, just jot them down. I will be following up with each of you after the webinar later today or tomorrow to see if you have any questions. So we're going to go through 3 products today at the end. If you want information on any of the products we discussed, there will be a question at the end where you can let us know you want some more information. Otherwise, just jot your questions down as we go through the webinar, and then I'll be able to answer those for you when I follow up with each of you individually. We're going to start off by talking, like I said, about a few different incentives here at IAMS. When you first get contracted at IAMS, you've got 6 months to qualify for what we call our new producer bonus. As you can see on here, we've got 3 different tiers: $100,000, $300,000, $500,000 level. As you can see, there are a lot of different great prizes, marketing, really gear this toward marketing, try and encourage you off those first few pieces of business to help you get a marketing plan in order and help you kind of jumpstart a plan. So as you can see, there are 3 different tiers. You can choose to cash out at $100,000 or really go for the $300,000, or if you've got a couple big cases coming up, hold off, don't cash out till you get to the $500,000 level. So great opportunity just for IAMS to be able to help you out right off the gate. Once you cash out your new producer bonus, all the business you do right with IAMS will count for marketing reimbursement. So for every $100,000 of annuity production you write, you'll get $100 of marketing reimbursement. For every $100,000 of single premium life business you write, you'll get $200 of marketing reimbursement. And for every $10,000 of life target premium, that will get you $200 as well. So always going to be earning marketing dollars on all the business you're writing here at IAMS. It's just a great way for us to help you with some of those expenses. We also have a referred producer program. So if you're enjoying the services the services that IAMS has given you, you really have found what we do here at IAMS to be beneficial, and you have someone else who may be interested in what we have to offer and you want to refer them over, we'll give you $50 when they get contracted. When they write their first piece of business, you'll get $100, or we'll give you 20 basis points, whichever's greater. And then going forward, you'll always earn 20 basis points on all their business. This doesn't come out of your commission or their commission. This comes out of IAMS's pocket. It's a great way for you to get some extra cash without having to take on the responsibility or the liability of other producers in a downline situation. So great way, again, just to earn some extra money off their business. So if you do have someone you want to refer over, reach out to your marketer at IAMS, give us their information. We'll be happy to follow up with them. Here at IAMS, and Steve and Charles, the owners have, what built this company on is our service. That's their number one goal, is to be the leading in the service aspect of an FMO. So here at IAMS, we really try and help you with everything we can, everything from getting appointed, helping you get, we can help with if you need to do CE. We've got CE vouchers available. We do have a paperless contracting, which makes it really nice when you're getting contracted to be able to select as many carriers as you'd like off of one set of paperwork. When you call in and you're working on cases, give your marketer a call, give them the case design. If your marketer is not here, not available, just let us know what you need. Someone in the office will be able to get you what you need when you call. We want to make sure that we do get your questions answered, get you out your quotes in a timely manner. That is very important to us. If you haven't worked with IAMS before, one thing you will grow accustomed to is the fact that we do have a 3-ring guarantee. When you call IAMS, the goal here at IAMS is to have that phone picked up within 3 rings and be able to get you to someone who can answer your questions. There's not going to be any long hold times or automated voicemail or any of those. You're going to get a live person every time you call. If you ask our top agents what the number one thing that they appreciate is, that's their number one thing, is being able to get an answer and talk to someone each time they call. If you haven't been out to we're going to go to Creative first, then we'll jump to some information on our website. Creative team here at IAMS is headed up by Jacob. We've also got Sean and Aaron over there. These is, I think, one of the most valuable departments here at IAMS. What they do all day is they work with our agents to help build them a marketing plan. So if you're new to the industry, looking to maybe start with doing a branding, need a logo, business cards, they can help do the design work with you to get something that is what you're looking for. I mean, back and forth, be able to help you pick the color schemes and everything, so that going forward, any marketing materials, maybe you're doing some seminars and we create some invites for you, you build a website, we'll be able to use your color scheme, your marketing, your logo on everything we do. Just make it customizable for you and really help you create a name. They can help with doing newsletters, or if you're looking to do a postcard mailing and need some help with the design on it, that's what they're there for. So if you haven't talked with our creative department, you want a website or have some marketing ideas, looking to do some social media marketing, give Jacob or Sean or Aaron a call. They'd be happy to help you. If you haven't been out to our website, as you can see here on the screen, is www.imsinc.com. Out there's a lot of tools. I'm on our website all day long, pulling up different things. I'll point out a couple things that I see to be key features on our website. If you go under the products tools, go to the life area, you'll be able to do any of your life quotes out there, find marketing materials, applications. There's also a link to do an e-app. For the life apps out on our website, so you're able to do all of that straight from our website. Same with the annuity side. If you click on products and go to annuity, you're able to do annuity quotes. We do have an agreement with Annuity Rate Watch, so you have access to that through our website. Another big thing that I find very helpful is under the support tab. We've got our sales resource library. I'm on this multiple times a day. Great presentations out there. If you got a client looking to do maybe a SEP IRA and want some more information on exactly what a SEP IRA is, you can get client presentations out there. Another big thing out there is the calculators. They got a lot of financial calculators, maybe trying to figure out RMDs or different things. Got calculators out there for that. They've also got a huge array of fact finders. Maybe you're working on an estate plan and you want a fact finder really geared toward doing an estate plan for someone. Check out the sales resource library. There's some really great tools out on there. If you're not familiar with IAMS or new to IAMS, we do also have an RIA in this office, IAMS Wealth Management. This was started up a couple years ago when everything with the DOL was going on. Even though the DOL has kind of subsided for now, we do fully expect that it's not dead in the water yet. So we really thought it was valuable to bring on and have an RIA platform here in this office as well, so that we could really be able to service our agents in all aspects of their business. Oftentimes, you go into a house and a client maybe has $500,000, but an annuity carrier is only going to take $350,000. What are you going to do with that other $150,000? IAMS Wealth Management has a great opportunity for that. If you're a CFP or you've got your Series 65, 66, it's all fee-based, obviously. Give Wealth Management a call if you have some interest. They'd be happy to kind of go through their platform, talk to you about some of our money managers and some of the portfolios we've got. But again, it's just being able to service your client on all aspects. If you're not handling that extra $150,000, you're giving another financial advisor an opportunity to come in and potential to lose that client. One thing I will mention also with IAMS Wealth Management, I am going to, by the way, put the first poll question up if you want any information on IAMS Wealth or this listing program I'm going to be talking about here in a second. Answer yes to the question. This will prompt Mike Hansen in our office to give you a call later today and just give you some of the details and answer your questions. As I was mentioning, we do have a soliciting program with IAMS Wealth Management as well. With this, it allows you, if you maybe aren't looking to get your 65 or looking to maybe potentially get it in the future but don't have it yet, it's a way that you can refer people over to IAMS Wealth Management and allows us to pay you a portion of the fee that we charge. Now, this is not available necessarily in all states. I know there's a handful of states it is available in. So if you're curious if you're maybe in a soliciting state, it's a good way for you to refer those clients over, still make some money on it, and really just be the relationship, starting off that relationship with IAMS Wealth Management and your client. The nice thing about it is if you do go on to get your 65, at that point, IAMS Wealth will transfer all those clients directly to you so that you can be earning all the fee, earning the money yourself on that. Oops. So if you do answer yes to that, like I said, I'll just prompt Mike Hansen to give you a call. and he can answer any more questions as far as if you're in a state that does allow for soliciting. Next, we're going to talk about our Life and Annuity Academy. We've actually got one of these going on starting today or started last night. It's down in Dallas. We've got 3 more of them on the calendar for this year. What this is a 2.5-day training. IAMS does pick up the whole cost for this, so we do pay for your meals, we pay for your flights, we pay for your hotel. What it is it's really geared toward the insurance agents that's got some experience and really looking to grow their business. The only requirement to come into one of these academies, we do require that you are contracted with IAMS. I will be upfront and honest and say that if you've written business with IAMS, that will give you a jump start as far as on the list, as far as potential invitees. We do not require production, but again, if we've got down to 2 or 3 spots open and we've got some producers and some that have not produced, we're going to give those to the producing agents first. So something to keep in mind, we do bring in 4 of our top producers. They're going to share with you what they did to go from being $200,000 annuity producer to writing $5 to $7 million a year. They're going to share some of their marketing strategies, some of the niche products they've added, some of the concepts they've been using. It's a really great time to really get some unique ideas, as well as be with 40 other people who are out in the field doing exactly what you're doing every day. So I do know the dates for the next one is going to be May 8th through the 10th. That is going to be held up in Des Moines, Iowa at Equitrust's home office. So I'm going to throw up the next poll question. If you are interested in coming to one of our Life and Annuity Academies, answer yes to the question. What that will do is you'll get an email later this morning from our office with a link, registration link. Go ahead and complete that registration link, put my name down. It'll respond back to me. I'll be sure to follow up with you, get you kind of a tentative agenda, talk with you, answer any more questions you may have. So if it is something you're interested in, like I said, go ahead and answer yes. If we get everyone to answer the question, we can go on to the next slide. Alrighty, almost to the end of the intro slides. One thing I will mention, though, we do have a bracket buster contest going on right now. As you all know, we've got the NCAA tournament coming up, and what IAMS likes to do is have a little fun with the tournament. And what we do is we do a contest where, with all the business you're writing here at IAMS, you're going to be in a drawing and you'll be assigned different teams who start off in the tournament. We'll be doing drawing for teams next week. So you have till March 21st to get any apps in to get into this tournament and have fun with all of us here at IAMS as the tournament goes on. What gets you a team, there's a bunch of different qualifications, but an annuity application, 50,000 or more, you'll get a team for each application. That is 50,000 or more. Any single premium life application, 25,000 or more, will also get you a team. And then we've also got for your life target premium, you'll be earning teams as well. So what happens is on the 21st, they're going to draw all the teams. For as many teams as you get, we're going to give those to you. What you do then is follow those teams over the next coming weeks in the tournament as they filter out. The good news is you can get back in by writing business the next week. So any business written through now through the 21st will assign teams. If you've gotten a team assigned to you in week 1 and they lose in the first round of the tournament and you write business the following week, you'll be assigned another team for one of the teams that has advanced in the tournament. So it's just a great way to keep you all involved, have some fun. And then we're going to be handing out prizes, doing random drawings the whole time. So we're going to give away different cash prizes. And then at the end, there's the top 5 people, 5 top people who have their teams made it all the way will get cash prizes as well. So if you have any questions, ask your marketer. We've got all the details. I know we've sent out several emails on it as well. So give your marketer at IAMS a call, see how many teams you've qualified for. And we'll be doing Facebook Live videos each time to announce the teams and the winners of all the drawings. Last slide before we get in the presentation is about our top producers escape. We do these every 18 months is the qualification. Qualification did begin last year in January and runs through the end of June. So plenty of time still to qualify. As you can see, any combination of annuity, MedSup, single premium life, and long-term care will qualify you. Annuity is dollar for dollar, so $3 million in annuity production will get you and a guest there. This trip is, like I said, all expense paid, so it does cover you and a guest. It's going to include golf. It's going to include spa treatments. It's going to have nice dinners, and there's going to be plenty of time at leisure where you can enjoy the beach and the sights of Naples, Florida. So that trip is going to be later this year. We're really excited about it. Plan to have it. It looks like it's going to be our biggest convention yet, but really a great time for us to say thank you for the business you've done with IAMS. If you're curious where you stand as far as trip credits go, give the office a call. We'll be happy to give you your updated trip credit. So let's get into what we're talking about today. Like I said, we're going to talk about some increasing income options on some annuities. It's something that we're seeing more and more carriers adopt, and we're seeing more and more products entering the field with these increasing income or earnings index options. So why we're going to be talking about it, this is a great opportunity for clients to get better income opportunities. Great way to help them keep up with inflation. And like I said, there's an increased competition in the marketplace for these kind of products. What your client can expect, they're going to have the opportunity to have increasing income. They're going to have the power to retain control over their money. A lot of times when people are looking for that immediate income, the first thing we think about is a SPIA. But there's been multiple times where I've run illustrations on an indexed annuity with income needed immediately, and we're not too far off from a SPIA payment. And then we're not only that, but we've left complete control in the client's hands where they are not forced to take the income. With a SPIA, you're signing on the dotted line, and it is what it is. Where with these kind of products, your clients can choose to turn the income on and turn the income off, or let it defer a few more years. There's just a lot more that your client has control over. They're going to enjoy an income that they can't outlive as well. And hopefully, with those increases, a nice retirement for them as well. The reason, like I said, we're talking about this is because inflation, as you can see here, has been an issue. It's something that's going to continue to be an issue. A lot of times when we're talking with clients and agents and asking them what the biggest concerns of our clients are, the number one thing we hear is running out of money, and the second thing is keeping up with inflation. So it is something that our clients are concerned about. So learning these products and understanding these products can really help give your clients some comfort going into retirement. The first product we're going to talk about today is Athene's Ascent Pro series. There are different variations of this product depending on state. So I'm going to just kind of talk about the generic one. Obviously, the variations aren't too different between states. It may be just surrender charges or a little bit different bonus. But with this product, you can take income as early as 30 days after issue. So you can submit the premium, policy issues, and within 30 days, we can start that income stream. You do have the option to do both single and joint options on both qualified and non-qualified money. There's a lot of confusion when it comes to the qualified money. People don't think it's maybe able to bring the spouse onto the policy. The way we set that up is it is sole annuitant, sole owner, in whoever's name, the money's name. If it's in John Smith's name, it's going to be John Smith as owner and annuitant. What we'll do is we'll put Mrs. Smith as the primary beneficiary. And at the time of when they go to turn on the income, the client will have the option to choose single or joint, and they'll also have the option to pick how they're going to pay out, whether it have increasing income or not. So a lot of options on this policy. The fee on this product is 1%. So something to keep in mind as well. With this product, you're going to get a couple different choices. The first choice is you're going to get to pick how the product grows, how the income rider grows. The second option you're going to get when you turn on the income is how it's going to pay out. And so we're going to break down these and look at each of them. I did realize that I do need to update this slide a little bit, but I'll let you know why. With option one, we're not really going to look at that. That's the guaranteed option at Athene. As many of you know, if you've worked with this product, it did have a 15% income bonus and then grew at 10% simple for 10 years and then drops to 5% simple for years 11 through 20. One thing that did just change about a week or so ago is that income bonus did drop 5%. So now it is a 10% income bonus, and it's got a 10% simple roll-up still, and then it drops to 5% for the second 10 years. That's the guaranteed option. What we're looking at is the non-guaranteed. What we want to give your client is the opportunity to have much better potential income down the road. So the way the non-guaranteed works is instead of a 10% income bonus, like it says on the screen, it is now 5%. So they get a 5% income bonus right off the bat. Then the income rider is going to grow at 7% simple guaranteed, but it's also going to have 200% participation. So, for example, let's say that in year one, 4% interest was earned. Well, 200% of that is 8%. Plus, you get your guaranteed 7%. So in that year, your income rider would increase by 15%. So it's a great opportunity on those years where we've earned interest to really maximize the growth of the income rider. Like I said, that's your first option, how you're going to grow. Second option you get when you turn on income with this product is how it's going to pay out. The first option is our predictable income. We're going to give them a guaranteed amount no matter what. It is what it is. It's never going to change. I just showed you that because that's one of the options, but that's not really what we're looking at. What we're looking at are the earnings index options. So with Athene, their earnings index payout gives you the opportunity to have increases to your income based on the interest that's earned in the policy. So you have a 4% increase or 4% interest earned on the cash side, you're going to see a 4% increase in your income as well. One thing to keep in mind, and I'm going to mention this probably 7 to 10 times today through this webinar, is to keep an eye on payout percentages. They're very important. They're often not paid attention to quite as much as they should be, because you could have the biggest bonus, the best roll-up, and if your payout percentage is not there, it's not going to be competitive. So it's something you always want to be cautious of. Often I have agents call and they're requesting an illustration for the best income, and they want to see a certain product that has a 12% bonus because it's got to have the best income because of the bonus. Well, when you run the numbers, they're really 40th in place because their payout percentage just wasn't there. So it's really important to pay attention to those. One thing to keep in mind with the earnings index option at Athene is that your payout percentage is going to be less than it would be if you did the level income option. So maybe your payout percentage is 5% if you do the level payout. Well, maybe you're at 4.4 on an earnings index. It's going to be lower, so you're going to start a little lower, but look it, you have the potential to have the increases. So in this scenario on this graph, the guaranteed level payout was $82.95. That would be great. That'd be nice to have that. But look at even in the worst case scenario with the increasing income, assuming the worst returns, we still grew that client's income from 82 to 11,000. And on the best side, it looks like it was 12 and a half. So some really great options just to give your clients that comfort and the capability to keep up with inflation. Athene does have a third payout option. It's not quite as competitive. This one is based on the inflation adjusted. So it's based on the CPIU inflation index. So as we see increases in that index, that is when you would see increasing income. Again, the reason I don't think we see this one sold as much, and you'll see it here in a minute, is because of the payout percentages. It's much lower. We know there's going to be increases. As we know, inflation is something we always are going to be dealing with. But again, starting out with such a low payout percentage, as far as competitiveness go, I really think the earnings index has much more potential. I did do a couple illustrations for you here. Each of these products we're talking about today is going to have a spot that they're excel in or they have a sweet spot in. With this product, I think that the time that this product is going to be a good fit is when you've got a client who needs income maybe pretty quickly, maybe not in year 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we've got a couple years to grow it, but we still want to be able to give them some increasing income. So on this this is the guaranteed part of the illustration. So as you can see, 0% interest is earned. We deferred it a couple of years. Guaranteed lifetime income. This was putting $500,000 in. I believe it was on a 65-year-old, 66-year-old. Deferring for those 4 years, we're going to generate $30,000. Okay, that's on the guaranteed. So that's just putting that income bonus in there and the 7% simple. There's none of the 200% participation. But this is pretty cool what can change in just 4 years. We went from the $30,000 to $40,000 hypothetically, and I illustrated this at a pretty conservative rate. As you all know, these illustrations you can make them look really, really good. You can make them look really, really bad. I try and just choose the middle of the road. So assuming just over a 5% return, we can see that income base grew much faster which generated a much better income. Not only that, but then as you can see, as they earned interest, their income went up. In this illustration, you'll see it goes up every 2 years. The reason is I allocated to a 2-year strategy. So that interest is credited every 2 years. Here are the payout percentages for Athene. As I mentioned, they've got 3 different sets of payout percentages. The level, the inflation, as you can see, is much lower, and then the earnings index. I really recommend the earnings index when we're looking at these. So like, for example, for a 70-year-old, if we did the level payout, we're at 4.9. Doing the earnings index, we are giving up some of it. We're down to 4.25, but again, the potential to have that increasing income. Second product we're going to talk about today is the AIG Multiplier. With this product, I think it's got a sweet spot as well. I think this one's more geared for the person who's going to need income right away. What's unique about AIG, and we're going to talk about a couple different unique features on this, is that I think their number one advantage is that AIG's payout percentage is the same for both their guaranteed income rider and their increasing income rider. So you're not taking a hit on that payout percentage to have increasing income. With this product, you can begin income, as I said, 30 days after issue. Again, they do have both the single and joint options on both qualified and non-qualified money. The rider fee for AIG is 1.1. The way the multiplier works is that during deferral, you're going to earn 200% of whatever interest is earned. So your income base is going to grow with this product completely based on interest. There is no guaranteed roll up in this whatsoever. So during deferral, we pretty much double whatever interest is earned, and that will be credited to the income side. So the way AIG kind of has labeled it for clients to understand is during deferral, we double. And then once we turn on the income, we're going to match it. So again, here's an example. 5% was earned in this year. 10% would have been credited to the income account. And this is during the deferral period before we've activated income. Once you turn on income, if you earn 4% interest, we're going to increase by 4% as well. The way they do theirs is 4% interest earned. Say we put 100,000 is what this example is. In year 1, we earned 4% interest. Let's just say our payout percentage was 5%. Well, initially your income is going to be 5% of 100,000. Well, in year 2, it's going to be 5% of 104,000. So each time interest is earned, we're going to credit that to the income base as well. So that income base is going to continue to increase. The payout percentage will stay the same, but we give the client the opportunity, again, to have that increasing income. With this product, so again, double during deferral, and then we match once we've turned on income. I really like the way this marketing piece is put together. I think it really, with some of these products, I think the reason our industry doesn't use them as much or hasn't been using them quite as much as I think they should is because I think it's a little more difficult for a client to understand. It's easier to walk in and say, hey, you're going to get $10,000 every year for the rest of your life. No ifs, ands, or buts. Here's the line. Versus walking in and saying, hey, we're going to start at $8,500. So we're going to give up some year 1. But look what we have the potential to do. We're going to give you that comfort to know that you're going to be able to keep up with inflation. You know, history has shown us that the S&P has not been down 10 years in a row ever. We're not going to see those there's going to be increases. I can't guarantee that, obviously. But history has shown us that that's not going to happen. So why I like this so much, though, is as you can see, up in this first part here, from age 62 to 67, you can see it's kind of a lighter gray. This is the deferral period. So as you can see in year 1, 3% interest was earned. So we went up 6% on the income base. The next year, 0% was earned. So we stayed exactly the same. On 4% here, we went up 8. That continues until we start turning on income. So right at this point at 67 is when we're going to turn on the income. I will mention that this little blue, purple, I'm not sure what color it is, line that kind of comes down here, that's showing the account value. So as this cash account depletes, we'll talk about that here in a second, the income will grow until that cash account hits 0. At that point, this will be your new income for life. So right here at 67, you can see the first year after we turned on income, 4% interest was earned. So we can see here we went up 4%. Had a couple 0 years in a row. Once that income goes up, it will never come back down. This is your new guaranteed for life number. And as you can see, that's going to continue to go up. You're going to have years where there's zeros and will just stay the same. But once that cash account's been depleted, so you can see here it went about 14 years, cash account hit zero. At that point, whatever this new income is, that will be your new income for life. So I really think this helps the client understand just the basics of the product and how it works. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I'll be following up with each of you. So if you have questions, just keep jotting them down. And if you want some of these certain market pieces, writing down which ones you're looking for, I'll be sure to make sure me and George will get those out to you following the webinar. Okay, so here's an illustration. Again, in all illustrations that you run, you're going to always have a guaranteed and a non-guaranteed page. I ran this for the same 67-year-old. I did 500,000 going in. I did this on a single life as well. So as you can see here, with no interest earned, that's never going to change your income. This green box here shows what your annual income for life would be. So $27,750 is what we can guarantee this client, assuming zero interest. This really just shows the client that no matter what, you're still going to get this money. Here's the page that I really like. It really paints the picture of what this product can do. As you can see, I did allocate between several different strategies. I always do a blend. I think it's more consistent returns as far as a product like this goes, because not all years is the S&P going to be up. The Merrill Lynch may be down several years in a row. PIMCO may have a great year, but being able to diversify it, we're going to have more increases for your client. So in this example, as you can see here, $27,750 again was the guaranteed income. As you can see here, in year one, zero interest was earned, so zero interest was credited, and this stayed the same. And then you see here in year two, we had 14.49% credited on the account value. So what we do in this case is, as you know, we had 500,000. Multiply that times 14.49%, and you get $72,450. So as you can see, this income base grew by $72,450 is the new income base. One thing. So now the way it works is our payout percentage is up here, this withdrawal rate, 5.5%. Initially, they got 5.5% of 500,000, which if you do in your calculator is going to give you this number. But now they're going to get 5.5% of this number. And if you do it on your calculator, 572,450 times 5.5%, you're going to get 31,771. That is now your client's new guaranteed income for life, assuming no more interest was earned. So it's just a great way to see that we doubled this client's income over a matter of 15 years. As you can see here, when the cash account has depleted, we have no more cash in the account, there's no more death benefit. Your client has received, as you can see here in cumulative withdrawals, they've already received well over 600,000, so 173,000 more than they had put in. Not only that, but they're going to continue to receive this 62,000 until they go. So great product. I really love this product. I think it's the spot that it shines is for those clients that want income and want it right away. As I mentioned, what's unique about AIG is they don't change their payout percentages based on guaranteed income or increasing income. So as you can see here, it's the same payout percentages. They do throw their joints on here as well. That's one area that AIG is very competitive as well. So whatever they're going to base it on the younger person's age, and it's a 50 basis point change between a single and a joint. But that is based on the younger person's age. Third product we're going to talk about for a minute here is another product. This is with North American. It's called their Income Choice 7. For this product, you cannot start income during the first year, but you can start it after year one. Again, you've got the single and joint options for both qualified and non-qualified. What's unique about this product is there is no fee. So for that client who really doesn't know what they are wanting, it's a good option for them because we're not putting a cost on the client. The way this product works is you get a 5% bonus on the income account value, and then they've got a 2% guaranteed roll-up with 150% participation. So I really like this marketing piece as well. I think this is another thing that Our industry does a very poor job explaining to clients. We talk to clients all the time who are very confused on exactly how these products work. So I think this is a good way for your client to understand as well. So in this example, we're putting 100,000 in. 100,000 goes on the cash side, 100,000 on the income side. Again, we mentioned there's a 5% bonus, and I think this is where clients get most confused because they hear that they're getting a bonus and they think they're getting it on the cash side. They're not. It's on the income base. So again, this paints the picture that here we've got 100,000 on the cash side, but on that income base now we've got 105. Okay, after year one, it looks in this example that they credited 3% interest. So we've got that 2% guaranteed roll-up plus 150% participation off of what interest was earned. So 3% times 150% equals 4.5. So you got the 4.5 plus the 2%. So your client's going to see a 6.5% increase that year. So as you can see now, the income account value is 111,825. And the accumulation value is only 103. I think this is a good spot for the clients to understand that not only was the bonus for the income side, but that stacking and the 150%, that also is referring to the income account value and not the cash side. So again, if these are some slides you're looking to get these materials, we can get these out to you following the webinar. Here's a North American's guaranteed. As you can see, putting 500,000 in, we're going to guarantee 26,993. It is what it is. I mean, that's assuming zero interest. And then as you can see here, the potential with that stacking income to have a better income, looking at 37,000 in the same scenario, because of the interest in there. Not only that, but then as you can see, we're going to generate that increasing income for the client as well. What I really like about this product, again, is the fact that there is no fee. It's a great option for that client who really isn't sure what they're looking to do. We've seen there's a few products out in the industry now that have free riders. American Equity brought theirs back. North American's got this one. We've got a lot of more longer deferral annuities that have no riders. So really, if your client's not sure what they're wanting to do, putting them in something with no fee is the best option for them most times. And as I mentioned before, again, the payout percentages are super important. North American does have different payout percentages based on the level payout or the increasing. And then as you can see here, the single and the joint as well. So always something to keep in mind. Like I said, you can have the biggest, hottest bonus out there, the best roll up, and still not have the best income because the payout percentages weren't there. One thing I will mention with that is anytime you do call IAMS and you're asking for an income comparison, what we do is we do go out to Annuity Rate Watch and run it there so we can tell you who's really going to give you the best income. But then we can also have a reasonable conversation about why we may sell number 2 or 3 over number 1. Maybe it's because of the company rating, or maybe it's because of some of these companies aren't known for the best service. So, I mean, there may be other reasons to look at another product. So anytime you've got a case you want to run by someone, have us run a comparison, give myself a call. I'd be happy to do it. Any of the annuity marketers here at IAMS are ready to help you with those illustrations. Again, I didn't have any questions typed in. Hopefully you wrote them all down. Before we all sign off, I am going to throw the last poll question up. If you're interested in the products we discussed today, go ahead and answer yes to this. What that'll do is my assistant Georgia will email you out the brochures and the marketing materials for the 3 products later today. So you can be watching for that email. And then I personally will follow up with each of you later today, tomorrow sometime, to go through these products on a more one-on-one basis and answer those more detailed questions for you. So if you haven't answered the poll question, go ahead and answer that. We'll get that information out to you before the end of business today. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day to come join me. Have a great day.